What's up, skate fam? Welcome to These Skates. I'm your host, David Laliette. In today's episode, we're going to cover an extremely difficult but highly requested dance move called the crazy legs. I have known how to do the crazy legs most of my life. It's something that I learned early on as a little kid, and because of that, I feel like I'm not very good at explaining it. I've taught this move to a lot of skaters over the course of my life, and no matter what I do, I never quite feel like I have an effective method of teaching it. And it's just because the move is really difficult to explain. I've never taught it on camera, so I'm gonna give this a shot. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to my channel if you want to keep up with all of my tutorials, and let's jump into it. In my opinion, the best way to break down the crazy legs is to split it into multiple movements. So I've broken it into two movements, the first one being the moonwalk and the second one being the toe jam. You don't have to actually know how to do the moonwalk like Michael Jackson in your tennis shoes in order to be efficient at this move, but if you learn the moonwalk in your shoes, I promise you it will help you get smoother at the crazy legs and smoother at moonwalking in your skates, because it's easier to do it in your skates. But in order to learn the moonwalk, we're going to position ourselves so that we're on one toe and then the other foot is flat. The trick to the moonwalk is that the flat foot actually slides backward and all of your weight is positioned onto that stationary toe. So put your weight on your toe, slide your foot backward, and then you will switch which foot is on the toe and which foot is flat on the heel. Slide the flat foot back again and switch. Slide the flat foot back again and switch. And there you have the moonwalk. If you try this in your skates, it's actually easier, and that is because naturally you'll probably want to push your toe forward while you're pulling the heel back. And that is okay. That's perfectly all right. In fact, that's what you want in order to make it look more like the crazy legs. You can do it in place or you can roll with it. Either way, it's up to you. Just do this move a bunch so that you get this in your muscle memory. And now we'll go on to the second one, which is called the toe jam. The toe jam is a little more difficult, and we're gonna have to work at this piece by piece in order to build up a more structured foundation for this move. You will start the toe jam by placing your heels together so that your toes are pointing outward. Your feet should be in a V position, and you will hop to where the toes are pointed inward. And when you do this, one heel should come up. So you should have one foot flat and one foot on the toe. Again, kind of like the moonwalk. Hop back to the closed back V position, and then when hopping to the forward V position with the toes together, again, you will raise the opposite foot, this time onto the toe. You can practice this in your shoes. Again, any exercises like this that you do in your shoes will always help you develop it better in your skates. Once you get this simple toe jam step down, the next trick is to add the sideways movement. You need to know how to skate sideways in order to do this. And really, it's important for you to learn to skate sideways for your forward to backward transitions and most of the dance moves that you were gonna learn from me, simply because skating sideways forces you to learn how to turn out your legs at the hip socket, and it'll develop a lot of flexibility that you need in order to turn out for very common dance moves like the crazy legs. So if you don't know how to skate sideways, make sure to click the link in the description below and check out the tutorial. If you don't really want to do that, you don't have to. This move is just going to be more difficult for you. So what I want you to do next is skate sideways just a little bit and execute the toe jam. And then back in the sideways position, roll the opposite direction, execute the toe jam. Once you're comfortable there, I want you to skate sideways on your toes only, and then snap into that toe jam position. Left, right, left, right. Now, when I first started teaching this move, I used to have people do this, but then I realized that the crazy legs is still not quite exactly this move. Here's where our backward C-cut is really utilized. Now, if you're still here watching this video, you want to learn this move, and you probably want to learn to do it as well as you possibly can. The best advice that I can give you is to start thinking about your edges at this point, because the crazy legs, again, is a combination of the toe jam and the Moonwalk. What you're doing is this snap motion of the toe jam while you're doing the smooth forward and backward shifting of the Moonwalk. When you do this, you're drawing that back flat foot on the inside edge, and the foot that's on the toe will travel forward kind of out at an angle along that V line that we established earlier in the toe jam. And when you get that toe forward all the way, you're gonna snap it to flat, and then from there draw it backward on the inside edge, an alternating movement back and forth. Next, in order to ensure that we're doing this move right, we're gonna add some cones into the mix. So I want you to take 2 cones and place them about shoulder width apart. You're gonna draw the toe between the cones and snap onto the heel. If you can get this kind of figure 8 pattern going between and around the cones, you will know that you're executing this move correctly, and this will help you to center the move underneath you and get your balance where it needs to be. I'm taller now because I'm wearing my skates at the moment. I had to do this move while recording the explanation so that I could comprehend it well enough to explain it to you. I hope that I did a halfway decent job of explaining it. If there's anything that I could have done better or that you feel like wasn't explained very well, let me know in the comment section below and we can discuss it down there. If you feel like you got some value from this video, click the like button and subscribe to my channel and click the bell so that you can get notifications every time I release new tutorials. Right now, there's a link in my description for D's Skates merch. I actually have a t-shirt design. You can go and get this design on a hoodie or a t-shirt, or you can just get a sticker. This design will probably only be available for a limited time. By the way, thank you all who participated in my community poll and gave me input on how to make my Teespring shop better. I'm really just getting started with it, so hopefully it's only gonna grow from here. And anything that I make off of the shop will of course go back into the channel to help fund these videos so that I can just keep making them better for you guys and giving you more truly valuable skating content. Thanks for watching my tutorial on how to do the crazy legs. Practice, 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 practice. Do this move 1,000 times and I will see you the next time I lace up.